Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we're playing a Malphite stun deck with your favorite champion Yasuo and some a new champion, some new cards, Malphite. You'll notice here we're also running Zoe, so we are only running 2 Malphite, full set of Yasuo and 1 Zoe. The reason why I don't really want a full set of Malphite because this is going to be mostly focused on Yasuo and leveling up Yasuo. And what I've noticed here is that especially, like, you can have enough landmarks between these two regions to level up Malphite, but a lot of times it's kind of hard if you don't end up drawing them. And the like landmarks that Targon does have are kind of they're not very good in this sort of deck archetype, so I can show you real quick what I mean by that. And I messed around quite a bit with it, but it just didn't really have it work out too good. So we are running 2 Rockfall Path, just 2 of them. Obliterate the weakest enemies. This is kind of a control deck, so we can kind of fit this Rockfall Path in. Spiral Stairs is actually a pretty awful card. I think outside of advance sort of archetypes, advancing cards and getting the Spiral Stairs payoff faster, because this is a countdown 3, so the earliest you're going to be getting this out is turn 6, and then we end up getting just the Seed of Strength, which is good for like Malphite decks because it does give him Overwhelm, but just I think like the payoff and the time that you have to wait for this is just super low. Not a big fan. So Spiral Staircase is kind of out. Targon's Peak can fit in Malphite decks, but I think it works better with Freljord, and so we're kind of left with Eye of Ra-Harak and Star-Tipped Peak. We want to get Crescent Strikes from Star-Tipped Peak, and I mean the other Celestial cards are pretty useful as well, but Crescent Strike is kind of what we're looking for, and the reason why we're running this. It's the same reason why we're running Spacey Sketcher and Zoe, and then also the Fangs. Card production, Crescent Strike production. This is kind of like the Zoe deck that we had before with Yasuo. We're producing, you know, a lot of these stuns with the Celestial cards, and you do pull it quite a bit. Pretty easy to level up Yasuo, and yeah, so focusing mostly on Yasuo rather than Malphite. You do level up Malphite pretty consistently. You do draw into these cards. Eye of the Ra-Harak, you put it down on Daybreak, you get 2 of them, basically levels up Malphite single-handedly, and you do get kind of like the combo that you want with Yasuo, Malphite, and Unstoppable Force. So it does happen. Today in the gameplay, I think we may have had it happen once or twice. Now the problem is most people surrender before they allow you to get it off, which I mean is understandable. They don't want to go through the stress of having to deal with Yasuo taking out all those units, or, you know, Malphite stunning them all and you having an open attack on the enemy nexus. So yeah, most of the time they surrender. So this is a Yasuo deck with Malphite Zoe support for sure. Alright, so some other cards we got in this deck. We've got Feyblade Twirler, we've got Solari Sunhawk. Those are kind of our main followers that help Yasuo level up, and then also just synergize really well with them. We're on a full set of Steel Tempest, Concussive Palm, and Ground Slam. Ground Slam, I'm kind of on the edge on whether or not to include 3 of them because of the landmark situation. To get the best use out of Ground Slam, we need to have summoned a landmark. So you do have to have put one down, right? It's fairly easy to do, but every once in a while you haven't put down a landmark, and then you want to use Ground Slam. A lot of the cost of this card is going into that 3 damage. Deal 3 to it if you summon a landmark this game. A lot of the cost of this card is going into that, so if you haven't put down a landmark, that feels pretty bad sometimes, and well, most of the time. And yeah, just maybe you know, worth considering taking one of those out. Yeah, that's about it. Just stunning. We're trying to control, get to late game, get Malphite out, level up Yasuo, and just control the game and be able to get strikes on the enemy nexus. Now, as a warning, this is probably not a very good deck in the current meta with Azir and Irelia. This deck absolutely gets demolished by Irelia, Azir, but it can pretty much hold its own against any other deck not called aggro. And I mean, if you get to late game, you're almost guaranteed a win. So pretty fun. You should try it out, but just keep that in mind that if you go against Irelia Azir, there's a good chance that you're going to be losing. So just Just don't be surprised when it happens. Alright, so that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against Vlad and Braum. Vlad and Braum, this is probably just a blade counter deck, so let's get rid of Ground Slam and the Fangs. We're going to keep Yasuo and Zoe. Our one-off of Zoe in the deck. Steel Tempest is pretty good. Pale Cascade's pretty good. Alright. See if this guy's got a Bloodletter or a Unscarred Reaver, and he does not. So let's go ahead with the Zoe. I doubt he's going to be running Blade's Edge. Be very surprised if he were. And I think we just open attack here. Yeah, we're just going to open attack. No point in playing the Solari Sunhawk. Ice Shard. I think we protect her. I think it's worth it. Like, having him use this offense or defensively is really nice for us. Without any of his units out. Pretty good. And we get some card production too, even though we don't get the draw with Pale Cascade. Alright, let's see what he's got here. Okay. I think in that case we go for a super cool star chart right now, and we're going to pick up Crescent Strike. This is what the Zoe's for. And we'll end the round, and we're going to attack again. So open attack. Awesome. Another super cool star chart. I think we might develop the Fey Blade Twirler over Yasuo right now. I don't really want to damage the Yasuo with my stuns. This fortunately is stun the strongest enemy. No, let's go for the Yasuo.
Always by my side.
That's fine. Divergent paths. So let's go ahead and stun the Vlad. Does he pull in Yasuo? I don't think he does.
Show me your best.
He does. Alright, so at this point, one of 5. We let this go. We definitely want to take care of this. Wait, what was I doing? Definitely want to take care of this Braum. Right? I think this is right. I think taking out the Braum is important. I don't have any way to buff the Yasuo if I attack with it, which is kind of bad. We've got Deny. I think we open attack here with the Zoe. Want to get something out of him here. So we could go with the Deny. Is it worth it? He's using 3 mana here. I wish I had my Nopify. Zoe's not really a win condition, but she can turn into one. I think we let this go. And we're going to put out Eye of the Raharok here. Unless he does something crazy.
I have the name. I need the reputation.
Ugh, that's bad.
Such rich blood.
3 of 5. This is pretty bad, but I think we've got to go for it. This gives him card production. But I mean, he can't attack with it, so there is that. And we get a level up, so we can kill this Vlad if he thinks he can attack with it. There's Malphite.
I have the name. I need the reputation.
Such rich blood.
Can we just play a second? He's down to 4 mana. What could he have here for 4 mana? I think we just play a second Eye of the Raharok here.
Let's see what they're made of.
Gonna block like this. He shouldn't have anything in his 2 regions that can stop me. So this is fine. Like we get like really good value out of that. So this is fine. We're gonna put out our Fey Blade Twirler now, and we're gonna get a ton of stuns here.
I dare you.
Let me show you what I can do.
Blood isn't a toy, dear. People are.
And we've got Malphite coming out. This should be really good.
Now who's got the upper hand? Here's our chance.
Alright. Really good. Take out all of his units here. We've got Malphite coming out. Can't play his spell though, unfortunately. That sucks. We don't have enough. Can we pass? I think we can't afford to pass here, can't we? I don't think I want to play Malphite here. I don't like not being able to play Unstoppable Force. I think we can afford to pass because we've got Eye of the Raharok. It's really good for us. Got a lot of stuns here.
Blood isn't a toy, dear. People are.
I think we stun these 2. Rather than the Vlad, because the Fey Blade Twirler can kill it.
Now who's got the upper hand?
And we can play Solari Sunhawk here.
This'll take the chill off.
Try to keep up.
Alright, so we're just going to attack here with Fey Blade Twirler.
Carved meat bigger than you.
He's down to 3 cards. We're in a pretty good spot he can't really attack with his Vlad this next round because of this Fey Blade Twirler, so I think we're looking pretty good here.
Get in my way.
He's not got Overwhelm at the moment, so we're gonna pass here. And we've got this stun going off too, so this is really good. We've got him controlled pretty much at the moment, and we can put out Malphite this round, which we're going to do. Alright, I think he's fairly well controlled now. We can play Solari Sunhawk even. Oh no, we can't. we need we need Unstoppable, or yeah, I mean this is fine here. We're just gonna use Concussive Palm. He's in a pretty bad spot.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Face me.
Okay, we don't even get to use Unstoppable Force there, but we controlled that guy like crazy. Got two of the Raharoks, and he just couldn't do anything at that point. That was pretty cool. I was a little bit skeptical how we were going to do there, just because Yasuo is dealing damage to like the units that are really good at surviving, like the card production with the Crimson Curator and potentially with Braum too, and the Mighty Poros. But we managed to level up Yasuo fast enough that didn't really matter. So he got a little bit of card production, but I leveled him up fast enough that he was able to take them out. Against Minnow Church, Zillion. That's interesting. I wonder if this is going to be an insightful investigator deck, which is something that I want to try to make. We're getting rid of Malphite. I'm going to keep Spacey Sketcher though, and it really wants us to keep Malphite, but I don't really want to discard Malphite, especially since I've only got two of them. Let's see what we get here. Let's pass. I might get rid of Cascade if he has something crazy here. Double Concussive Palm. Can I play? I think I can. I'm gonna play more passively here. I'm not gonna play Spacey Sketchy yet. Just gonna let him attack. See if he gets anything. Let him get 1 damage on me. Ooh, interesting. Well, we know that's not Time Bomb. I don't really know what that could be. We'll let him have it though. Let's hope we draw us into a Yasuo. That would be really nice. So let's put out the Fey Blade Twirler here. Got Pale Cascade. Again, I don't think I'm going to attack here. Yeah, we're gonna end the round. Unfortunately, I burned some mana, but there's not really anything I can do there. I don't think he drew Time Bomb either. I'd be very surprised if he did.
Pride was my end, as it will be yours.
Alright, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and play the Zoe. We can stun this Bakai Sand Spinner when it attacks, which we will do.
To ruin.
It's funny I drew the Zoe before drawing the Yasuo. Yeah, so we're gonna stun this.
Here's our chance.
Go up to 2, which is pretty nice. And I think we're just gonna end here. Shouldn't have anything to stop me. Okay, so 3 damage. So I think at this point, do I want to save it? He's dealing. I think it's worth it. We trade positive and we draw. We're gonna go for it. I think it's worth it. Keep him alive, so we have unit advantage, we have card advantage, and even mana. So Alright, quicksand is definitely a possibility here. I think we're still going to attack though. Aren't we? Let's attack. Force some things out of him if he's got him. Okay. He does not. That's fine. I think we are going to discard super cool star chart with Spacey Sketcher now. It seems like a decent trade-off to me. And I also have level up for my Malphite in hand, which is pretty cool.
What good comes of mortal greed?
These are the two weakest enemies. It's annoying that he's got double Bakai Sand Spinner. You know what? I think we go for Eye of the Rock here. Even though we don't have Yasuo, like, we still get to level him up before he's on the board. Nopify might be pretty clutch here. This round we play Star-Tipped Peak, which is going to enable the Malphite level up. Who we have? One, two, three, four, five.
We love it when they run!
I think we go with the Fangs here. Crescent Strike is what we're picking up pretty much every time. And I unfortunately won't be able to use Unstoppable Force this next round. Look at all these units are vulnerable. That's fine. We're good with that. And I think we play Star-Tipped Peak here, just to enable Malphite. Like I said, we don't get Unstoppable Force, but I think it's a pretty good card to get out. He's going to be immune to these time bombs and things, so... Would have been a lot of damage. Ooh, Eye of the Rock is really good again. So yeah, let's go ahead and play the Malphite. Pretty good spot here. I just need to draw the Yasuo now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're on 9 cards.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
I don't think I'm going to attack with Malphite.
Vi stands for vicious.
Really need to get Yasuo. Oh, we got more Crescent Strikes. It's really good.
Disintegrate.
Got stuns to protect our units. Get really good blockers here too. Actually, does that even matter? I'm just going to take this. I don't know why he would trade into that. I mean, he could have like a thermogenic beam, but I don't have deny anyway, so just gonna take that if he's got it. What do we want to do here? We go Fey Blade Twirler. We could use Eye of the Rock again. I wish I had my Yasuo. What are we at here? 27. Not deny. let's play Eye of the Rahara. Maybe we get lucky and top deck a Yasuo. I'm kind of thinking he's got Thermogenic Beam.
Let's go, keeper. No time to
Oh,
waste.
interesting.
Remember, time
Okay,
spent
but he's
planning
not
is never wasted.
predicted those at all. And we're going Fey
Don't
Blade
let the
Twirler
fairy
here.
tales fool ya.
And we're ending the round. They're really good. This is really nice. Got Unstoppable Force here too, so this Fey Blade Twirler is gonna get huge. Oh, nice. I think this is a really good card to start out with. So I've got 8 mana. We got 3, 8. Yeah, this is a perfect amount. I think we're just gonna get the win with the Fey Blade Twirler here, unless he's got something crazy.
Underestimate me. I dare
I can
you.
even play slow because I've got the Serpent. Three, 10, that's
Let's
lethal.
go, keeper.
No, it's
No
not.
time to
but
waste.
It's
Remember,
close.
time spent planning is never wasted.
These are the hands that will shape the future.
Okay, we got him. Beyblade Twirler for the win. That was a non-Yasuo win there, which is pretty cool. Didn't draw him, but ended up controlling our enemy to the point where couldn't do anything. So pretty cool. Okay, we're going against a Shurima Shadow Isles deck with no champions. Is this just a Slay deck? I really don't know. I'm going to get rid of these two. Going to keep Beyblade Twirler and Fangs. And we end up pulling Yasuo and Spacey Sketcher, which is pretty good. I'm probably not going to play Spacey Sketcher round 1. We're just going to play Beyblade Twirler round 2. If this is a Slay deck with early aggression, we may have to play Spacey Sketcher. We will see what happens. And I mean, Divergent Path isn't a awful card to have to discard, actually. Alright, so didn't have anything. Now we're gonna go with the
Don't
Fey
let the
Blade
puppy
Twirler.
tails fool ya.
Weird. I don't really know what this deck is.
Try to keep
Alright, we're gonna attack and play Star Tip Peak afterwards. That's really all we can do. Has he got Grasp or something? I'll take a Grasp.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Okay. Kind of weird. I don't have any stuns though. Till now. Is he open attack here? He may open attack. Ooh. Interesting. So we're gonna go like this. Could force a glimpse beyond. I kind of doubt he'd run a glimpse though.
Now who's got the upper hand?
Does he pull with Wraith Collar? Okay. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Ooh, nice. Alright, so we're going Yasuo here. I think this is just going to be like an aggressive Miss Wraith deck.
We
That's
love it
annoying.
when they run.
That is annoying.
Some things never dull.
We like the stun. See if he's got a second unspeakable horror here. He does not, so he's gonna have Doom Beasts in this deck. Get Solari Sunhawk down. Ooh, this is really good. Come on, develop. See if he's got another Mist Wraith. Wraith Collar. Okay. You have to block the units with the most power. Or does it matter as much? I mean, Yasuo's kind of dead anyway, isn't he? Is it important to keep the Yasuo alive? We may be taking a gamble here. He's kind of vulnerable anyway. It's going to be really hard to keep him alive, I think. Alright.
And here's where I paint my constellation.
Pick up the silence. Okay, lifesteal's really good. Got a second Yasuo though. Maybe we do go for second Yasuo first. It's down to 4. One of these cards are Nightfall as well, unless...
One blade, one purpose.
Just Legion, doesn't he? Oh, okay. It's pretty good value there. Spidey Mitch. He must be a Donovan Mitchell fan. Maybe it is Donovan Mitchell. Those two aren't fearsome blockers anyway. It's a little strange. We're gonna use this right now. Or a 5. And we wanted to put down a... It's interesting. I don't know how much that helps him. That was the card that he created. Yeah. It's a Targon card and he wouldn't include that in his deck here. Alright, it's not very threatening, fortunately. And I'm hoping that based on how long it took him to decide that he's got some pretty bad cards. Let's hope we end up drawing something here. Give me something good. Okay, Concussive Bomb's good. Alright. That's fine. So that's what he picked up. We're gonna play the Fangs. And I think we pick up the Serpent again. So he's running Withering Well. I don't know how many of those he's actually got. But maybe a couple. We're gonna stun this Arachnoid Horror here. Kill that guy off, level up our Yasuo, and we've got a blocker for this other fearsome unit. I kind of hope he's got a Mist Wraith. We pretty much have him controlled at this point. Now, he could be running something like the Harrowing, which would really suck. But as long as he doesn't have that, we're in pretty good shape. Alright, so that's pretty good. We are going to play the Serpent here. Maybe a misplay if he's got more... If he's got another, what's it called? 2 cost. Unspeakable horror. Pretty sure we just want an attack here. We don't want to let him develop, especially if I'm just going to play Eye of the Raharok, and I don't have anything else here that I can do. Alright, that's fine. He's down to 1 card. Hopefully I get a stun here and he doesn't have a Harrowing. Okay, we do. Okay, so long as I've got this, I'm pretty sure that I'm in good shape. There it is. Jeez Louise, what did I tell you? Crazy. That's pretty crazy that he ended up having that. Probably should have used Equinox on this Mist Wraith. This last card is. So, I mean, got a block here. I wonder if that was an accident. What does this put me at? Got a block here. And a block
I
here.
alone decide my fate.
I think this was an accident. I don't think he meant to put the Doom Beast up. Alright. There we go. Barely got him. It's actually pretty close. And he did get... I mean, the Harrowing was the card that he had in his hand the whole time, right? If we hadn't drawn that Tempest, we would have lost, though. We did get a little lucky there. And it's an interesting deck concept for sure. They're using that Merciless Rider, or whatever it's called, the new card, which I've not really messed around with at all. So that could be a pretty cool card to build that sort of deck around.